Plenty of support tonight for the fighters. Loads for Nina Hughes. And there you hear it. Looking to take a step back to where perhaps she belongs. Certainly where she feels she belongs. And in terms of experience and quality thus far in their respective careers, she has operated at a completely different level. And looking to make that tell, make it show early on in this one. And I think, Andy, that's exactly the right kind of tactic.
She landed a good right hand, didn't she? Pretty much right at the start of the fight that just made Achieng retreat slightly, and that is what she needs to do, because, as we've been saying during the course of the evening, when you're in the home corner, when you're the fighter who's supposed to win, and when you've been a former world champion as well, you need to stamp your authority, not give Achieng any encouragement whatsoever. Show her right from the beginning, this is how this is going to be. It's just a question of whether you can take it, not you've got a chance here.
And there were moments in that Laura Payne fight where Achieng did look a little ruffled, a bit disorganised. And then other times where she was able to ride those moments and show composure.
A slight glimpse of it there, but as you said right at the start, she's one of these fighters who gets hit with something and looks like she might be about to come apart because the balance goes slightly, but then she gets it back again really, really quickly. So it's tempting to think that you might have her ready to go when actually she's not.
Quick dart in and out of range there from Nina Hughes. Happy to exchange there. Maybe that's just giving Achieng the kind of chance that she maybe doesn't need, but wanting to feel it again, getting back into action. It's a quick return to action as well for Nina Hughes. Kind of defies belief, doesn't it? 42, 2 kids, and here, right in the midst of it again.
And there's some blood come from somewhere there, just looking at the top of Hughes. I think it must be from Achieng. Is there a bit of damage to that left eye there?
Yeah, referee's just gone across in between rounds. Yeah, they're having a Achieng, left eye. And she is sitting
corners, 10 seconds.
A little awkwardly on her.
It's strange that,
stool.
isn't it? Because she's doing it so she can look at the advice
Seconds
coming
out.
in from the guy standing outside of the ring.
Round
It means that the cut man, Derek Waddell, can't really see what he's doing. She needs to sit around where he can see her.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when Amir Khan was with Virgil.
Goosen with Joe.
No, Virgil, Andre
Hunter.
Ward's trainer.
Virgil Hunter.
Virgil Hunter, yeah. And he would be outside the ring in between rounds giving instructions. Slightly unusual look. Anyway, we digress. We move into round 2. Something else for Achieng to have to deal with, despite the ability and quality of Nina Hughes. And one of Hughes' great qualities on this run has been her ability to fight in the pocket effectively. Didn't quite work in the rematch last time up, did it? Against Johnson, where she just was coming up on the wrong side of that, maybe holding her feet a little too much. Obviously, that's a very different level. She was just clipped there. I think she landed her own right hand. Oh, she's been hurt. Nina Hughes. She was clipped by a right hand, and that's the danger of going toe-to-toe in the trenches inside. Definitely stutter of the feet and a stagger. She was wobbled and hurt by a right hand.
Let's see how solid those legs are, because they were shaky. They were really, really shaky. She stepped away, and if she'd been connected on with one more clean shot there, then she'd have been in real trouble, and I think she still could be. 20-odd seconds remaining in the round. She just needs to get through to the end of the round here and get that minute.
It looks like she's got her feet under her again. Landing shots of her own, blood seeping from the cut to the left of the eye of Achieng. And had a big breakthrough. Stabbing jab as well from Achieng. Surely encouraged by what she saw there. What did you make of Nina Hughes going back to her corner, Andy?
The legs looked a little bit stiff, didn't they? That's an Achieng round, isn't it, courtesy of that damage she's done there. So that's one apiece. And this has got very, very interesting very quickly now, because she needs to recover in between rounds here.
I mean, it is largely Nina Hughes' style to fight in the pocket like that, to avoid punches and then throw shots of her own. And she was doing the former, but the latter didn't work out.
Corners, 10
shot,
seconds.
Andy, almost off balance as she was turning.
Just caught her right on the jaw, on the chin, didn't it? And
Seconds
you could see
out.
the legs almost
Round 3.
So into the third. Very interesting fight on her hands now.
Well, that wasn't in the script. Not many sports like boxing tend to tear up the script on a regular basis.
And she's looking for that right hand all the time now. Achieng.
So Nina Hughes is going to have to be savvy with the tactics here and the choice when to punch and when not in those exchanges up close. She is tall and rangy, Achieng, so, you know, advantage with reach for sure. She's going for it now, clipped by a little right hand through the guard by Nina Hughes. Crowd applaud that one. Achieng's got the desire, and she can see what's possible now. There's a carrot dangling in front of her.
Jab to the body there from Hughes, and then the jab back from Achieng.
Oh, she landed another right. Nina Hughes looking for her own shot. She's happy to roll the dice, Nina Hughes. She's not playing it safe, which is making, I think, for uncomfortable viewing for her fans in her corner. Pretty good for the neutrals.
Achieng just stood almost stock still there, just waiting. She's waiting for Hughes to open up, and she's nice and quick there, just slid in, took her feet with her, threw that right hand over the top and landed it.
Couple of nice right hands there from Nina Hughes. Wow, it's making for a great fight. Don't know if it's the right tactics or not. I'm uncertain about it, but my goodness me, but good response from Nina Hughes there.
It was, because Achieng was going after it. Like you say, she's happy to just set her feet and exchange on the inside, and Achieng will love that, because that will give her the opportunity to land. But she finished the round well there, Hughes.
Those are the moments where they're both winging away that you're kind of fearful something's going to happen one way or another. As it is, there's one of the right hands. Nina Hughes got through with just a little straighter and more accurate than Achieng.
Seconds out. Round 4.
So into round 4. Well, no quarter asked for, but plenty given at the start of this one.
That was better from Hughes. She slid in behind that double jab, aimed the right hand, didn't really get through clean. But then when Achieng looked to step back on her, she just took her feet back and threw that straight right.
Well, I said at the start, this could just potentially be a bit of an uncomfortable night for Nina Hughes. I must admit, Andy, what I was thinking was it might end up being a bit scrappy and untidy. Didn't necessarily foresee a big right hand and some rough moments for Nina Hughes, but here we are. Maybe just the feet, was it there?
I think that was more of a stumble.
Just another little stutter there from Nina Hughes. More right hands from both of them. Two of them getting through from Nina Hughes, who's gritting her teeth, and she's going after Achieng. You cannot fault the attitude.
She almost tripped over her own feet just going back to the neutral corner again there. I don't think she's completely recovered maybe from that knockdown earlier in the fight. I don't know if she's got total control over those legs. It's hard to say really. But
she clearly realizes with the approach and the attitude and the desire, I mean, it's become perhaps an unnecessary struggle, but nonetheless it's a struggle that Nina Hughes is trying to find a way to win.
Achieng just unloading there. She's had some decent success in this fourth round. There wasn't a lot in that third.
Yeah, I think the third and fourth are tough to score. It's been a good response from Nina Hughes after the second for sure. I can see how she'd have been given both rounds, but debatable, arguable, discussable for sure. Here we see the action pulsating in the exchanges. An element of hit and hold from Achieng. Nina Hughes had her own moments. It was give and take from both ways.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Wow, how did we get here?
Seconds out. Round
It's
5.
been a really interesting card right from the beginning, right from the prelims back starting at 3 o'clock through to the main card. It's been good. It's been well matched. The away corner has 100% come to win in every single fight that we've seen. And of all of those kinds of fights where you felt like you knew who was going to win, it was just a case of how it would go. This was one of them, and it's just not turned out to be like that at all.
Oh, just missed with the right hand, but she managed to clip it there. 3 right hands from Nina Hughes, but Achieng has come out wild and ready to go.
She's playing a real dangerous game here, Hughes. She really is.
Well, she's getting the better. You're right, Andy. She's getting the better of it, but it's a fine line. It's a trick wire. A little better from Hughes there in terms of her defence in the pocket. But in all of those exchanges, it has been Hughes who's come out best with the right hand.
That's good. Just dipped her knees, dropped her height, went down to the body, put some meat on the punches, and again there, then just takes those feet back out. She can win the fight doing that.
Definitely. In and out, get your shots off, land, and then be safe. Absolutely. It might just be, Andy, into the 5th round. She's now fully recovered or more recovered from that right hand in the second. I know you sort of explored that and discussed that in your book, didn't you, regarding the knockout, but the discussion also extended out to being hurt in fights and how the effects of that can linger and linger well into to beyond just a few rounds.
They can. It'll be interesting to see, speaking to her after the event or in a few days' time, if we have the chance, what exactly she remembers, because concussion is a very binary thing. Either you are or you aren't. I would say she probably isn't, just from the way she's managed to recover, but it's like a bell that's rung. Once it's happened, and it doesn't go away, and you can't really recover. And the fact that she's managed to perform the way she has since she was really stung in that second round suggests to me, I'm not a doctor, suggests to me that she isn't, and that's the way why she's been able to find a way back into this. Because if you are, really the writing is on the wall. All you can hope is that you reduce your opponent to the same state as you, and you do see that in fights.
Well, that was a champion's recovery, wasn't it, in fifth round? She got the best of those exchanges, and there was a little bit of the old boxing nous there from the former world champion. And exactly when she needed it, because let's be honest about it, to be absolutely brutally honest about it, these rounds, this is the career. Yeah. Right here, right now.
It is, it absolutely is. And if she goes on to win this, and we feel like she will, as long as nothing happens in this final round, as long as nothing catastrophic happens. On the face of it, people might look at it and think, well, getting hurt by a fighter like Achieng and having a little bit of a life or death with her, that's not a great sign. But what it does tell you is that the desire is still there. It definitely tells you that, doesn't it? It isn't ideal to get clipped by somebody who you're supposed to be a lot better at, but it does happen.
I think more the start of the sixth than in that fifth round, it showed getting the blend of tactics is right. To get your shot, oh! Well, tactics. She was flinging right hands with Achieng, and she was caught by a big shot again when trying to swing away with her own power shots. And Nina Hughes badly hurt there. Takes the count. There's a minute plus to go.
We said she was playing a dangerous game.
Hurt before, but didn't go down. This time she goes down.
We said she was playing a dangerous game, just swinging with Achieng when there was no real need to, that she could win the fight, just getting in and out, landing those punches, and that could just be some after effects of that kind of miss when you get a bit buzzed. You don't make the best decisions, but she just gave Achieng the opportunity, the chance there, and she took it.
Commentators curse. Good right hand there from Nina Hughes. I was just about to say she'd found the right blend in the fifth and then into the start of the sixth. She maybe found the right blend of tactics, and lo and behold, back to the almost reckless abandon of the second round, and got her comeuppance. Well, my goodness me.
Well, closing stages, and she lost the second round. She's going to lose this round 10-8, so to win the fight, she's going to need the other four. If my maths is correct, I'm pretty sure that's right. She's going to need to have won rounds 1, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, I had her winning 1 and 5. I think I gave her 3, but 3 and 4 I think are debatable.
I'll make you right. That's exactly how I'm looking at it. So we'll have to wait and see what Lee Every gives us on the scorecard. But she had a swing up in the final round there when there was just no real need to.
Kevin Lilly in the corner there, former British champion Brad Skeet, part of that team as well. There's a lot of experience in there. They'll be just be biting their fingernails, shaking their heads. Here we go, as we look back on some of the moments there.
But full respect to Achieng, that's a big performance, isn't it? Against the former world champion, a recent world champion. You know, she picked up the cut quite early on, but got herself really into the fight in that second round and was more than happy to trade, more than happy to take what Hughes would give her, confident that she could take it.
My goodness me, what a night, what a fight, and there it is. I mean, Achieng's got an advantage in those arms of inches and inches and inches, and then Hughes was on the back foot trying to punch with her with a roundhouse right. I mean, Kevin Lilly, well, he's shaven-headed, he'd have lost the lot watching that last round for sure. squeaks it, but it was a roller coaster. You at home, fans ringside, thankful for it. Kevin, Lily, Brad Skeet and the team, her 2 kids ringside, less so. I suspect there'll be a bit of soul searching and some tough questions asked and some hard discussions after that.
You think so? 57-56, so that is 4-2. Winning by a point because of the knockdown, so she did get those other 4 rounds that we talked about that she did need to win the fight, and I'm not arguing with that. But that was a rough ride. That was a really, really rough ride.